Hello, welcome to my weekly video. Today I am going to be using Storybook Moments Designer Series paper, specialty Designer Series paper. I'm going to use the birthday wishes from Simply Said, and I used Texture Notes dies, and there is a die missing off of there. It doesn't stay on anymore. Then I'm going to be using some of the Timeless Plaid Designer Series paper, and here's some of it in the back sides. Just a refresher what that looks like. And the Designer Series paper, the Storybook Moments Designer Series paper, has a sheet of die cuts that are punched out, and that's what I'm going to be using mostly. But before I get started, I just do my couple of reminders. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and I will look at those and get back to you once this is posted. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you know somebody else that would like it, hit the share button. And I am posting this on YouTube as well, so all the YouTube things go. I think you can still like. I think that's over here. Subscribe if you want to follow me on YouTube as well. So yeah, there's all kinds of different die cuts, and I've got a couple other cards. These are falling out. Here's another sheet that has the different panels. They've been doing this for a couple years now, where they have these panels on a pack of paper, and then the back side, and then there's 2 or 3 different sheets that have a lot of scenery on there, and I'll show you another one. Or just words are not coming to me right now. And there's the back side of that one. But yeah, just like not really a collage, but kind of collage. I don't know, let me see. I'm going to try and get this underneath my die cuts because they're in there, but they're starting to fall out because I've been messing around with that for a little bit. All right, so what I have today is an old olive card base, 8.5 by 4.5, 8.5 by 5.5, score 4 1/4. My standard card base, and I have a piece of the Timeless Plaid for the background, and this is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. I believe was the measurements on that. And oh, that one's the one that's empty. That's the one that needs to be refilled. There's my other tape. All right, I should have checked my tape, made sure I had the right runner out. And then I use this Stamp and Seal, but use whatever adhesive works best for you. And then I'm going to get this centered on here, hopefully. And you could go with whatever size on the Designer Series paper there that you want. I just wanted a little narrow border because I love this plaid. And then I have a piece. It was this die right here. I cut that out of Lost Lagoon because there's Lost Lagoon in the paper. And there's also, the old olive is in that paper too. So there's my focal point. And then I'm going to take my early espresso and ink up my birthday wishes. And I'm going to put that in the top left corner. This would be a good Father's Day card. as well, but I already have all the Father's Day cards that I need, so I didn't want to make another one. And then next year I'd make more and I'd forget I had this one. So I'm just making it birthday wishes because can you always use more masculine birthday cards? I just don't have a whole lot of those. And then I'm going to take one of the die cuts. This is like cattails. And I used to go fishing with my grandpa when I was younger. And some of the lakes that we went to, there would be cattails. So that's why I'm doing the cattails. And I'm going to put that over to the left. And I just used the mini glue dots. Couldn't think of the name. And then I'm going to use dimensionals to pop this up. And give it some dimension. Before I do that, I'm going to tape this down. That way I'm not taping over trying to run the tape over where I have the dimensionals. That doesn't always work well. And just kind of center that. On the card. And one more there. And I don't want my minis out, so I'm going to just take a pair of scissors and snip. Used up my mini dimensionals, but this kind of works good too. So get a skinny strip to go in these skinnier spaces to give that a little bit of support. And I think I got my fingers or my scissors or something in the early espresso ink. Move that out of the way a little bit before I get it everywhere, which I probably will. And then remove the backings. And my tiny little trash can is a little far out of reach, so I'll just put them over here to the side. And there we go. Kind of put him over here like this. And there's a quick and easy card. And kind of cute, you know, kind of like the storybook, you know, an old storybook theme. And there's the card. And I do have a couple others. Wow, I didn't realize how fast this video was going to go. I should have known, because dealing with the die cuts is pretty easy. So I have this card, and this is one of the other sheets in there that has, you know, just a bunch of vegetables all over the place. And so I took some of the vegetables out of the die cuts. I put those down there. These are like seed packs. They're kind of cute, and I should have showed more of that. And just that, I guess, squirrel on there. And then you could add a saying if you want, or just leave it like this. And then I have another one that's just the designer series paper. I didn't use any of the dies. So this is another sheet, you know, one side of another sheet. It has all these little cottages all over the place. And then I took is it the Stylish Shapes dies, and cut a small circle out of the Timeless Plaid, one of the designs on the Timeless Plaid. And then I cut my hello, my greeting. And there you have it. I probably should add some embellishments. I just haven't decided what yet, I guess. So there it is. This was quicker than I thought. But I hope this gave you some inspiration on what you could do with your stuff, your items that you have. And again, if you like this video, hit the like button. If you know somebody else that would, hit the share button. And I will be back next week, and I'll have some, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll have some new things that will be available. I will hopefully get my order in today. I've got lots of stuff I want, but so let me know if you have any questions. Leave them in the comments or give me suggestions on what you'd like to see. Thanks again for joining me, and I will see you next week. Bye.